Come here.
And now time to check into the action as this offense tries to see if they can put a drive together here early in this first quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Once again here on second and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Let's get back to the action. This defense will need to string together a few stops here as they defend a first and goal from the 6-yard line. Breeze to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Breeze now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the... Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's not. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Now Breeze on third down. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot,
so late second quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? Jeffrey breaking the tackle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
that's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was
touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And this is going to bring up a crucial situation here. They're going to try the onside kick. Will they get it? Or can the receiving team prevent that from happening? And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. They run. It's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No lead. It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete here on third down.
Finally, a good play there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. It's a 2-score game in the fourth quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like... A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Eagles, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining